That is dry to the touch now. Came out really nice. Looks fantastic. I think once that edge is painted, you can still see a little bit of the chrome color there, but you know, that was hard to get. That was angled back a little bit, so it was hard to get paint, but it looks really, really nice. That edge there is supposed to be chrome, so we'll use that chrome paint pen on it. This, I still got to clean a little bit of that right there with some lacquer thinner, but that faces down, you don't see it anyway. Yeah, I'm super happy, and the inside of this and the outside of the edge there will be like that chrome paint on that too. I think it's going to just look fine. Got a fingerprint on it there. It's not very good. There we go. Put my nasty smudgies on it. Not good. But anyway, I was cleaning up the speedometer here a little bit, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Basically, I got toilet bowl cleaner on a paper towel, and I've just been kind of dabbing it on here, and it's actually working. It's taking the rust color off the face. I've done just this part here, and it's, I don't know if it shows up in the camera or not, but it sure is noticeable sitting here. So I'm just gonna, a little bit right there, but I'm just gonna keep working at it, and if it cleans up, I'll be able to put it back in. And I think it's going to, looks like it's going to clean up. And when I say toilet bowl cleaner, that's exactly what I mean. It's a mild acid, and I just put a little in a cup and just dip this in and just kind of, and then work it around a little bit and just kind of keep it damp, and it seems to be working. I might actually put a little water in with it so it takes a little longer to dry out. Does that show up how I just keep it wet? I just keep, like, just dip that in there and get a little on it and just kind of do this, just trying to keep it damp with this stuff. This is just a mild acid toilet bowl cleaner, and I think it's doing the job. Where I've rubbed it a couple of times, it's really turning, let me move this. It's really cleaning up. Alright, I just kind of been working it, let it sit like that, keeping it wet, and that's taken all the rust stain color completely out. And then when I'm done, I'll put a little coat of wax on it to protect it. Yeah, this is working really well. One of you guys suggested an acid, and I never even thought of that. And I thought, yeah, toilet bowl cleaner, I'm going to give it a try. Nothing to lose, you know, it was pretty messed up. And yeah, these letters to the left of the 50 were the worst, and they all look amazing right now. I'm just really happy the way this thing, it's taken the surface rust out of the white paint, you know, the staining and coloring. And when I'm done, I'll wipe it down with a little water, you know, just a wet rag to get all the acid off, and then I'll wipe it with some WD-40 just to make sure, and then I'll put some car wax on it. But this is definitely cleaning it up. That looks really amazing right now, considering, you know, it's still got all the acid on it running down it, and I'm surprised it isn't dripping down on this yet. But I've been trying not to get it down in the odometer or that. I've been not letting it go below, but I carefully wiped around this because you can see just around the edge of that. I think that was just dirt more than it was rust. But this, from about there to there, was pretty bad. I just went and got some water, and I'm just gonna wipe it all down with some water, and then I'm gonna geez, even the rust stuff's coming off in the water, and then I'm gonna clean it up and put some wax on. It's probably some dust too on it, you know, dirt, but yeah, we'll I'll get at it, you know, I'll wipe it all down here. Just give me a moment. Yeah, that cleaned up the speedometer pretty good. I think that there's still like some little crazing marks where you can see where the rust was in a few spots, but for the most part it looks pretty darn good. I think that's acceptable. We'll look at I'm waiting on the one out of the parts car. The guy sent it to me, but mail around here comes when it feels like, so I don't know when I'll get it, but when I do, I'll have a look at the speedometer head in it. If it's way nicer than this one, it'll go in. I'll use the best of everything on this instrument panel. The radio knobs I just hold down in some toilet bowl cleaner, just a little bit, and they come out really nice. So I'm gonna just do these that way and then hit them with some chrome polish, and I think they'll be fine. Look at that. Those were pretty nasty. And I did the other one already with this, with toilet bowl cleaner. And I have a little thing of water I throw them in afterwards to make sure it's all neutralized. But yeah, you can see where it's taken the corrosion off of it. Yeah, it cleans them up nice. And I'll hit them with chrome polish. This is the other one. I already dipped this one, but I might dip it some more. Just doesn't take much to get the stuff off of them. Alright, you get the picture on these knobs. I think they're gonna come out alright. That cleans up all rust and corrosion out of the knurled part, you know, this part of the dirt and just the crud that was in there. Completely cleaned it out on all the knob surfaces. So yeah, it works really well to clean these out. I'm surprised at how well that works. Yeah, I've never used toilet bowl cleaner to clean knobs before, but this headlight knob, which I thought I was going to have to replace, really looks good. I'm floored at how it cleaned up. You know, it looked worse than that. I thought literally, and this was just dumping it down in there and then rinsing it in water and wiping it off, drying it off, and blowing a little compressed air to get all the water out of it, you know, down in here and the cleaners and stuff. But a little chrome polish on that, on top of the toilet bowl cleaner. The radio knobs, they cleaned up really nice. You know, it cleaned all the discoloration around that knurled stuff. Super happy with the way they came out. So I think this is a day for today, but tomorrow I might pull this out and clean that, get the ignition switch out so I can get these panels off. I think I'll get the speedometer and the, you know, I'll strip it down to this so I can clean this up and get it painted, paint it white, and then when I get my parts cluster, I'll see what the speedometer head looks like in that. But that actually, that's usable. I wouldn't, that doesn't bother me. It doesn't have brown numbers anymore. They're actually white now. There's just that little bit of crazing there, and there from on the black from where the surface rust was, and I don't want to try and touch it up. It might make it look worse, so I'm just going to leave it alone for now. And like I say, we'll see what the parts one has in it for appearance for the face of the speedometer, and go from there. So that nasty headlight thing that I just took out, I just stuck in there, and wow, yeah, holy mackerel. I refilled my water thing just to make sure it neutralizes everything. Wow. Yeah, that looks like brand new. There isn't a pit or a mark or literally looks like brand new. Zero chrome polish, zero steel wool, straight from the instrument panel into the toilet bowl cleaner. Got a little on my bench, don't want to. I oil my bench so it doesn't rust. I just wipe it down with oil, motor oil pretty regularly. But yeah, that, look at that. I couldn't be happier. So happy with the way that came out. Alright, let me dry that off. And this was behind that thing. I took it off, just, you know, it was like right in there. And I took it off so it wouldn't, didn't want to, toilet bowl cleaner won't hurt it, but I wanted to get cleaner down and around there. Yeah, the headlight switch isn't in there, but man, what a difference that makes in appearance. I'm super pleased with the way that looks. And just if you're wondering what the headlight switch looks like, and that'll get a good cleaning up before it goes back in. The contact there for the brightest needs a little cleaning. Sometimes when you turn it all the way to bright, the dash lights go out, so you know I can see some little corrosion right there. So we'll give that a quick clean up and clean this switch all up before it goes back in. And I'll get the ignition switch out tomorrow. I do have the special socket for that because, as you remember, the ignition was hanging out of this dash, and somebody had taken and let me move this toilet bowl cleaner so I don't send it silly here. So somebody had taken a Sawzall and cut it off right there. So I had to, you know, get that out. That is a new, and it's a Ford switch. It's not a Chinese one. And I got to take this off. I got to fix I knocked the guts of the little spring clip. All that stuff. This popped out of the washer switch when the end popped off. The other end's still in the car on the wiring harness. I haven't show you. I haven't unplugged it yet. This is the other end of the washer switch. So as you can see, the contacts are still in there, and all that thing does is push that plastic piece, pivots and pushes that contact together to run the washer, and that spring just allows it to return. So, you know, no big deal to put that back together, but yeah, I got to get I'll unplug it and put that back together. And all this, everything here needs, you know, I want to clean all these connectors up. Nothing's melted, nothing's chewed, or no fraying. The wiring harness in this car is in superb condition. It's still pliable. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't want to feel brittle or anything. It's nice and soft, feeling supple. So fortunately, I don't have to replace the wiring in it. Well, I worked on the car a little bit today, just kind of putzed around here with the dash and stuff. I wanted to see if I could clean this speedometer face up, and looks like it's gonna look okay. And I wanted to, you know, just see what kind of condition all this stuff was in. So that's all. I mean, God, I can't get over how this looked like garbage. Like I was gonna just throw it away. I have another one that's really nice, and but I'll put the better or whatever's on there. But gee, that's nothing wrong with that. That is 100% usable. And like I say, this thing's like brand new. I'll polish them up a little bit with some chrome polish, and so I'll just leave them here. I might get my little buffer motor out there to do them and really spiffy them up nice. But they look really, really good. So anyway, there we go. And I'll probably do these knobs for the wipers and the heater controls too, and the toilet bowl cleaner, seeing that it worked really good. So that is a day. I'm calling it a day right now. If you like my video, definitely hit the like button. If you like my channel and want to see more done on this Galaxie, see it finished up, subscribe to my channel by hitting that 348 engine icon that pops up there. And thank you for watching my video.